Why, good evening, my friends.
Hello.
Welcome to the third episode of Henderson Hangouts. In fact, I was telling Steve it would be funny if we had like some kind of intro to this, like the Saturday Night Live's Barry Gibb talk show.
Okay, well,
similar to that.
Get on
kind of funny.
Get on the composing here.
Yeah, I just don't sing. Hey, so we are here to read your questions and our comments. Yes, even a comment gets mentioned here. So let's start with M.
Jump
Wilson.
Right into it.
Yes, M. Wilson.
M. Wilson
says you two are definitely A-listers.
Well, that's very
Thank you.
sweet. Thank you.
Yes. Hey, Joe, straight out of Vegas. Hypothetical, if one were coming over to be a guest on our show. Yes, because it's a show now. What type of wine would they bring? P.S. And what beer for Steve-O? Well, Joe, I like a good cheap. Well, if it's, why am I saying cheap? Give me some good wine, man. I prefer Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Grigio. I normally drink Franzia, but you know.
Yes, that's because she's cheap.
But I do like wines from New Zealand because it's got that nice like a Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. It's got a nice little grapefruity taste. So there you go.
So it's not overly sweet though. That's why you like it.
Yes, dry white.
A dry wine. I prefer, if you're bringing me wine, bring me a nice cab.
He says what beer for you, dude?
Okay, well, okay, fine. So the kind of wine I like is that is something dry. A Merlot, maybe a Merlot. That's a little on the sweeter side, but a Merlot or a cab.
Yeah, and what about beer?
And beer, you can get tonight is Coors Banquet, and that's fine, and or Coors Light. But then if you want to do a little, I really enjoy Amstel Light, but I don't.
Oh God, I haven't had that one in a long time.
I love that beer. I just don't buy it very often because it's pricier than beer than the cheap stuff.
Okay, next question is from Jim Bucci. I think I said that right. Hey, Chrissy and Steve-O, since Henderson is relatively close to the airport, how loud is the airplane noise when they are flying over? They're not annoying, and thank God they're not over us.
No, if you are south of, if you go north of Sunset, then you're probably going to be somewhere in the flight path.
Yeah, so we're in the Green Valley area.
Flying over your home.
You can hear it rumbling, but it's not shaking our house, and it's not annoying.
They cut off. We are, a few blocks from Warm Springs. So if you were south of Warm Springs, you're probably going to be out of the flight path, and you might hear them, but they're not. It's just a distant sound.
Yeah, it's not annoying.
So no.
I like to paint.
It's kind of like a train whistle off in the distance.
Plain
kind
spot.
of nice, but not annoying.
Back in Yorba Linda, we used to live by a train, and before they built the off Imperial Highway bridge, that thing would honk its horn throughout the night, any day, anytime, and we could hear it any day, anytime.
Big time.
And before we got our new windows, it would rumble our windows, so that was kind of annoying.
Right. So, yeah. Anyway, stay a little north, or is it south? Stay a little south of Sunset.
Just go to the Green Valley area, in that area, in that way.
Yeah, that really tells them a lot. and you're fine.
All right, Vegas best ideas. You like the jacket. Today's no jacket. You know why? Because the weather is a little warm tonight. It's very nice, and we no heater today. No heater. So pleasant. And you're saying, you love our Hangout episodes. Thank you very much. And yes, we're in the front yard, by the way, as you know. So we've got the neighbors, again, hanging out over there, as usual. And we've got cars coming and going. So we apologize if you hear any background noise, but that's what you're hearing. Anywho, he says you can't wait to hang out with us in February. Yes, us as well. And maybe even a live stream version. Yes, definitely with you guys, I would feel very comfortable doing a live stream. So then you can announce it to your friends, and we'll have people actually show up to my live stream. Okay, yes, we have also, let's do Top Golf, you're mentioning. Definitely want to do Top Golf. And if money was no object, what would your ideal location to live in Vegas? Certain area of Henderson or Summerlin or? So.
Well, I mean, it would be, as long as I have plenty of money, I wouldn't mind having a high-rise condo, with a view of the strip.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Definitely.
But I don't know if I'd want to live in that. I mean, it'd be cool to have one and go hang out there, but I don't know if I want to do that on a day-to-day basis.
Oh.
I really like having a house. Really enjoy that. I don't want to park in some parking garage and have to lug all my groceries.
Oh yeah, that would be kind of.
Yeah, just the whole condo lifestyle would not be my thing, but to have one and do it would really be cool. But I think Green Valley is a great area. If you wanted to spend more money than what we spent on our house, there are still, you can go.
Oh, like you guys saw those homes up on those hills.
Yeah, you could spend a couple $100,000 more easily if you wanted to go to a fancier house in a fancier neighborhood than what we live in.
But we have no association, which is great, and so there you go. And I also don't want to live in the boonies, because I know there are some of those homes on your way to Charleston, Mount Charleston, where you could just see them in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. I don't think I'd want that either. I wouldn't mind like having a beautiful view of Red Rock or something like that. But I think definitely a strip view would be awesome. That's the only one thing we don't have is a view. Oh well, but
it's the only thing we don't have in the whole world.
The whole thing in the world. Because we did have a view at Yorba Linda, but then we were kind of losing that view because the trees down below, the condos down below, were growing their trees out, and that was kind of annoying. So
they wouldn't trim their trees, so we lost our view.
Hey, Las Vegas and beyond. You said we're too loud. Just kidding. Yeah, we're trying to be loud because last time I don't think we were loud enough, and I know this. We're vlogging with our phone, so sometimes it goes in and out on the blurry thing. I'm hoping it's fine. It's not. Doesn't seem to be freaking out on the focus thing. So, Keith Gearing, question for your outdoor blog: have you ever traveled to the UK, and if so, where? And also, what countries would you like to visit? Never been. What other countries? You know, I'm call me boring. I just love America. I just love being here in this country. I wouldn't mind doing Route 66 or just a road. I don't like to fly because I'm very afraid. So I have flown, and yes, I've gone to Poland, Germany, and France. But I missed America. I wanted to be back. So I'm just a big homebody.
But I wouldn't mind that. I think it'd be cool to experience a tour of Europe. You know, that would be cool. And we saw one little when my family took us to Canada when I was really little, and we only saw this one little small, little chunk up by Vancouver, and that was pretty much it. So there's a lot of the country of North America and South that we still haven't seen.
Oh, I have been to Canada and Mexico, so.
Yeah, we got North America covered, but that's really. But more than that, I think it'd be cool. I mean, we need to do that sort of stuff.
And Alan, once again, thanks for answering your question. Hey, you are most welcome, sir. All right, NV.
I think he's doing it.
Row Media, probably. That's fine. If you want to entertain yourself by watching us, comment more below, Alan. All right, guys. Okay, so is it NV Row Media? I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Did you find the pace of Las Vegas slow? And I mean the people. Was considering to move to Nevada, but all the people we dealt with, from a rental to a mortgage, were super slow getting back to us. And some never replied, so we just hit the pause button. Live currently in Anaheim. There are a ton of restaurants defying state orders, some right in front of City Hall. Wow, that's actually surprising about that. We worked with a realtor out here while we were still in California, and I thought he was on top of things, so I'm not really sure if there's been other issues with other people having problems with that. I haven't noticed the pace being slower out here.
I think that's you just had a small run of bad luck, because it's just when you deal with people and they're doing business, the company's only as good as the people they have working for them. So a lot of times people are they just don't follow through. So you might just be having a run of bad luck. But once you find somebody that is out to please you and make a profit, you'll be fine. It's just a matter of finding the right person.
Yeah, I thought Nick was on top of things.
Yeah, I would recommend Nick if you ever,
kind of out of the blue.
He's still doing it. So if you're interested,
yeah,
you can just write us back or something.
He's a cool guy actually, because he still wishes us Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and stuff like that.
Never misses a holiday.
He's not trying to hey, can you guys give me some clients? He's not asking for anything. In fact, he's actually helping me. Hey, I need to give LetYrLiteShine, Chrissy, a job cleaning homes. So he's actually helping us out versus the other way around. All right. So Nick, I actually wrote this down for you. Okay. Nick's from Chicago. You and your wife are trying to move out here as soon as possible, so you're wondering if you could explain the cost of registering your vehicle every year. Okay, well, we have a last year's registration, okay? This is what our 2016 Corolla was $246, and our 2012 Camry was $135. And don't forget, out here you have to smog check your car every year, and that costs about $17 with a coupon, $20 without one. So, but it's so simple. It's different than California's smog check. You don't have to put your car's wheels on something and run it and do all this stuff. It's just the guy or girl literally plugs something into whatever in your car. I have no idea what or does he have pop the engine? What's he doing?
No, he just goes into the cab and plugs it in where they would plug in like a thing to read your computer.
Yeah, and then it's like, you're done. I'm like, okay.
It'll tell you how bad the emissions are. I mean, our 2012 seems to pass no problem, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I may have jinxed that,
buddy. All right, Rick Gulpy. Thanks for another fun and informative vlog. How about interviewing your neighbor, Mr. Wineman? How long has he lived in Nevada? Why did he buy where he did? Also, can we get tickets to be live audience members at one of your future recordings of Henderson Hangouts? We'll bring our own chairs. Interviewing G&T of Vegas Best Ideas would be great fun to watch. Actually, before I started this vlog, I asked Mr. Neighbor over here. He's lived here for 20 years. And
I do know why he picked this area, because he says it's a lot. It wasn't very congested at the time. This was kind of like rural. It was a lot more rural. It had a more rural feel.
These houses were built in the 80s,
so there wasn't nearly as many homes out here, and there weren't nearly as many businesses, and the traffic was super light, and so that's why he picked this area. And he was like, well, it's getting a little congested now, which I get, depending on where you come from, this is not congested. But anyway, he felt like it was getting more congested. So, but I don't feel that way at all. I think we've got plenty of room to get more congested before we have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But
I know other people from California. I'm in this Facebook group saying leaving California, but Nevada's never mentioned as much as like Texas and Tennessee and Virginia. For some reason, a lot of people are traveling over there. So. Because I really hate for this place to turn into Orange County. Like, please don't do that. Like, I'm really liking here. This is kind of like what Orange County used to be like when I was little, until it went bad. I don't know what happened, but I just would love to keep it like it is. All right, on to the next one. Daniel Semro. I'm a new subscriber. Definitely do not regret it. You guys are amazing. How long have you been vlogging? Well, Daniel, I've been vlogging for quite some time now. Originally, I just needed a hobby, geocaching. I was getting into geocaching big time. Then I started watching other YouTube videos on abandoned stuff and historic stuff, and it caught my attention. And I thought, self, why don't we try that for a change? So that was back in, 5-6 years ago. I mean, I was I'm still a small channel, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking 10 subscribers at most. And I'll be honest with you, like my family, like not my family, like Steve-O and the kids, like my sisters and brother-in-law, those people would make fun of me and laugh at me about this kind of stuff. And I'm like, I still like this. It keeps me busy. It's fun. And so, I'm glad I didn't give up on it, because I enjoy it today. And having moved to Vegas really changed things. My channel grew. I met some other vloggers. They also promoted me. I appreciate you, all of you. And so it's kind of a fun little gig now. So I'm not making a ton of money or anything. I mean, I'm definitely spending more than I'm making, that's for sure. But it's fun, and that's what keeps us going out and adventuring throughout Vegas and Henderson and Summerlin, wherever else, is vlogging. It really does get you out the door, just like geocaching did. And geocaching still does, actually. So there you go.
You'll have to go for another 10,000 or whatever you're 4,000?
No.
5,000?
Not even that. I'm at 3,000.
No, not subscribers. Smileys.
Oh, you're talking about geocaching.
Yeah.
4,213.
42.
No one's counting.
You got the exact number. You're weird. All right, what's the next?
All right, recreation outside Las Vegas. Hey, Diane, how's it going? You're from California too, so that's cool. You're from Summit Valley on the outskirts of Hesperia. Do you know that area?
Yeah, Riverside-ish.
Oh, Riverside-ish. Okay, because you said people are rude there too. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. But you think it's much better out here than California, but you found some of the same out here. Every time I find somebody rude out here, I just go, they're probably from California. I swear, because at one time I was on my way to the eye doctor. I get cut off from some dude on the street. I'm like, what an a-hole. And sure enough, California license plates. I'm like, of course, that's what I'm used to in Orange County. I was really kind of bumming out. I'm like, are you serious? It's out here too? I wasn't going fast enough for you. The speed limit wasn't fast enough. So, but it was a California license plate, so I was cracking up. RB Kiernan. Okay, so you have 3 quick questions. 1, what are the different areas of neighborhoods like in Henderson? Well, if you watch our drive tour, you'll see how they are. You have
all spans of the economic ladder as far as neighborhoods go, whether you want a lower middle class up to really
if you go into the older parts of Henderson, like down by Boulder Highway area, not all areas of Boulder Highway, you definitely get the older neighborhoods, smaller homes.
Yeah, World War II style houses that they just slapped up.
And with the chain link fences to, for your backyards and front yards and stuff like that. And then you come out here, these are the older homes, but they're pretty good size. They all look different though, and then there's some areas, the newer homes look just like Irvine, California, where everything looks the same. I kind of pointed that out in one of my drive tours that's coming out soon, probably tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, the next day.
So, I mean, if you want to spend the buco bucks, you can be up on top of
and have a
real high
customized
hill.
home. There is a neighborhood, and there's plenty, because I saw another one, that one of the neighborhoods called the Fountains said, I used to clean for, all those homes are customized. Every home's different. It's amazing. So it depends on where you want to go and how much money you have, really. Okay, what's the second question? Within Green Valley, how different are the areas? So same thing. There are some newer areas that look all the same, and then there's some like our area that it's still a housing tract, like every other home. It's like 5 different types of floor plans, I would say. So
and then there's about maybe 7 or 8 different style of actual
within this neighborhood, because I know down the street looks different.
Oh yeah, this was one phase, and then the next phase they completely put on a new front on all the homes.
I looked at the
so
historic
we don't have to
aerial
go. We can
maps.
go within a quarter mile from our house, and we're gonna get. There's 3 different. It's in the same neighborhood, but 3 different styles of homes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get all kinds.
Are there areas or locations you prefer? And thank you for a wonderful episode. So, and like I said,
I really like our neighborhood.
I'm glad we moved to Henderson. Personally, because Summerlin just seemed like it was in the middle, like kind of further away from everything and not close to stuff, and I like that. We're close to stores, we're close to Vegas, but not that far, not that close but not that close, so at the same time. Like, so it's literally like 15 minutes away with no traffic, and there's not that much traffic, so I love that. And it's established. We don't have an association over here. There are areas of Green Valley that do, so I'm not saying
lots of
yeah. But I like that we have free reign of, not that we're doing anything, that neighbors would be questioning anyway, but except vlogging in front of our house.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea of
we were done
submitting
with
in triplicate what color I want to paint my home.
Oh yeah, that too.
Whatever it is, I don't want to have to answer to that.
All right, Aaron Fessler, thank you for another fun video. I wanted to mention that if you are a T-Mobile customer, you can buy, oh yeah, that's right, you're talking about the discounts for being a T-Mobile with the discount, and thank you for that, because I didn't know, I do not have T-Mobile, we have Verizon, but you're also mentioning other discounts with Verizon. I need to check that out, so I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Lorelei. Let me see. Thank you for your answer. No, I don't live in Nevada yet. I agree with you. Everything is relative. Another quick, here we gotta read more on here then. A couple quick questions if you don't mind. It seems that Henderson is made of people who work odd hours. Are a lot of businesses open 24/7? Is it as convenient as real estate agents claim it to be? It seems also to be one of the safest cities in the U.S. How has your experience been? Thanks. Okay. Yeah.
One at a time here.
The businesses, well, right now with this whole shutdown.
Yeah, the shutdowns definitely curtailed that, but before the shutdowns, it was a 24-hour city, just like Vegas.
Oh, we got a neighbor with wine again.
Uh-oh.
That's all we had to do was a hangout, and here comes the wine. And actually, it's a neighbor's. How are you related to the neighbor?
From your loving neighbor.
Oh,
okay.
That's nice. Thank you.
You're still the messenger from last time.
I'm the messenger.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
We don't shoot you. Don't worry. Well, look at
so
that.
funny. What did we get this time?
We got a Riesling.
What did we score? A Riesling. Oh, my.
Harvard Select Riesling. Chateau Saint Michel. Thank you. We will. Nice.
So funny.
Oh, brother. That's so funny.
So, Okay, so the odd hours, yeah, before the shutdown. Actually, though, Henderson, you know, I thought for sure we'd see like casino, like gaming and the old Walmarts and stuff, and I don't see that in the grocery stores here. And they are open 24/7 here, the grocery stores and stuff. So I'm like, oh, but obviously all the casinos are, most bars are, but right now things are closing early, which is, I don't know when that's going to stop. That's even in Vegas. So
Yeah, even some restaurants are only open on the weekends and closing down a couple days a week. So yeah, it's a lot different. But as far as convenience, I think at the very end you were asking how convenient it was. So if you want to live near the Strip and live and work near the Strip, then Henderson's really very convenient. I don't think it's far very at all.
Not at all.
You know, I guess it depends.
Shoot.
I mean, it could be if you were
off Eastern to Tropicana. Boom.
Yeah, you're right there. But if you wanted to work all the way at the other end, you're wanting to work in where is it? What am I saying?
Like
downtown?
all the way at the end,
all the way at
Fremont?
downtown. Yeah, by Fremont Street down there. Then it's a little different.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a trek.
I mean, it's not that
it's
bad.
not that
I mean,
far.
Considering
It's only it'd be a half
on
hour
where
on the
you live.
freeway,
Orange
which
County is
if
like,
you're used to
not
California, a
bad.
half hour on the freeway is nothing.
Yeah.
But it's a half hour then when the freeway actually moves, and most of the time it's moving. Yeah, if there's not an accident, the freeway flows.
And also, is this the
Except for the
safest
15.
city in the U.S.? Well, I don't want to jinx anything, but I still freak out when my kid wants to go, her and her friend want to go and walk around the neighborhood or walk over to the Dairy Queen or something. And I have my little 360 app so I can check her on the thing.
Stalk your kid.
But, yeah, I hate to jinx that because I'm always afraid. You never know. There's bad people out there in the world everywhere you are. But have we run upon that around here? No. Like I can walk around the neighborhood at night and not. Actually, I start work at 5 in the morning. I leave at 4:35. It's dark out, and of course my anxiety brain goes, "What if I went outside and I got jumped?" But it doesn't happen. Again, I will be knocking on wood at the end of this vlog. But I mean, back in California, in certain areas in town, like I would be afraid, like if it got dark and you don't walk in these areas anymore, like don't go into a liquor store, like don't do this, don't do. So yeah, no, it's not. I mean, some areas are not safe. There's certain areas in like I said, in the older parts of Henderson, I noticed there's a lot of drugs going on. Like if anything, that's what we see is like maybe people on drugs. So like yikes. And the firefighter I used to clean for said that's what they dealt with was a lot of drugs. So it's just kind of interesting. So that yeah. Other than that, yes, it's safe. I find it to be safe.
I think it's earned that reputation of being a safe city.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it's GTO Theb, I think. Okay. And you said, were you able to buy your house with cash in Henderson from the profits from your Cali home? You're looking to sell your home. And do the same. We have a good equity, not enough to buy a house with cash over there, but hoping to have a small mortgage payment. Thanks for your videos. And yeah, when we lived in Yorba Linda, we bought, well, thankfully Steve-O had a condo back in Fullerton that when he sold it, he had a good down payment on to the house, or condo in Yorba Linda. And then we always just kind of overpaid our mortgage because we didn't really go anywhere, like in huge vacations or anything. We were cheap. And so luckily we only had like $80,000 left on our mortgage in Yorba Linda. But obviously, how housing prices are out there, it's crazy. So it was worth way more than that. So yes, although I was looking for cheaper homes than this one, so we could have money left over in the bank in case we didn't have jobs right away. But Steve-O here is picky, so he had to have a 3-car garage. But I'm glad he did, because he's the one that went back the second time and picked out the house, and I just showed up 2 weeks later after he got here. So I didn't even see. I mean, I saw it through Zillow in a really bad video he did on the house. But
Are you insulting my vlogging?
Pretty much. Not to say mine knew better, but so I'm glad we bought this home. It's paid off, but we had like what, $1,000 out of pocket that we had to pay to make it paid off.
Something like that.
Yeah, so we had to
I don't do the money.
Bony up another $1,000.
She's the saver, and she's the money expert.
Yes, that's right. I'm the CFO around here. Okay, so Cassie and Michelle, hello guys. You said Top Golf is
Be scared
fun.
for us.
Oh, whatever, man.
ahead.
Top Golf is fun. Yes,
Yes.
definitely. Obviously, you guys have done
Now
it.
I
so-
really want to go.
Yeah, so.
Everybody's telling me how great it is.
And then the last one is Jennifer's Lifestyle Corner. You said hi, friend. I don't know. Hi. How you doing?
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. All right, guys. So that is all our questions on the old Henderson Hangouts. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, we can't do an episode 4 without your questions and or comments. So,
Good.
Alan, we are relying on you. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm not kidding, but I rely on everybody to have more questions for us or just comments, whatever you want to do. And we will read them again. I don't know when. We don't really have a set day we do it. We just do it when it's convenient and we think all the questions have already been commented on there so we don't miss anybody later. So we'll do it again with feedback. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, everybody. Bye,
Waiting for you to ask me something. Like
What?
I don't know. Now I forgot what I was going to say.
Now you're supposed to go bye or something weird. Bye.
Okay.
You always do something dorky where I'm like, oh my god, why?
Happy trails.
Happy trails. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.